Hey family, I hope all is well. Today we're going to go over a short video on what is it that you do when you take a lesson in the market. And I'm going to kind of show you an example of some of the things I look for to improve and become a better trader. Without further ado, let's get started. So I'm on the 1 hour time frame because I had taken my entry on a lower time frame. It was the 30 minutes. So one of the things I knew I should have done was I should have focused on getting my zones correctly marked. And what I mean by that is identifying my starting point, the highest and the lowest. So I used the single counter starting point with the swing high. This was my swing high. This is my single counter to the left. I marked from wick to body this zone right here, and I did the same for my swing low at this point and then with the swing low, and I mark my zone on the top here of the signal counter for my lowest point of the market. As you can see, this market has been kind of trending sideways, and I had taken this trade between this zone right here earlier this morning. Now, I initially had my entry right here as the market had already, and before all of this had happened, the market was here. So I will rewind it. So I had my entry here and my take profit at this unrealistic expectation because the market hadn't been here for quite some time on this particular time frame. So I had it here, and then I also had my stop loss here, which one of my rules is that my stop loss is supposed to be 5 pips above the highest high, depending on what time frame. So let me go ahead and drop to the 30-minute. And the candle at the time when I saw this market right here was, go ahead and replay it. I want to say it was about right here. So I had used this wick right here as my highest high, and then I had put my stop loss right here. I did not count 5 pips because if I had count 5 pips, my stop loss would have been at this purple line. So that's a rule I didn't follow mine as well. And of course, one of the things I'm supposed to be doing is waiting to confirm the market is going in my direction before taking an entry on a trade. So I had initially taken a sell on this trade, and the reason being is because I was looking at this M pattern and I saw that the market had closed below this the neckline. So I was trying to catch the retest, which it was a little late entry to take the trade down here. Well, as you can see, at the time that I decided to enter the market, I should have already been out and taking my pips to here in between these two zones. But instead, I stayed in the trade. I caught this big pullback right here, this large candle, and got knocked out by this wick right here. And then now the market is dropping. Now, once again, before you enter another trade, you should figure out what happened. You should figure out and you should learn from it. I'll reiterate some of the things that I didn't do was follow my stop loss rules. I might have been in the trade still had I had my stop loss right here instead of on right where it wicked me out. I also should have been taking my profit at this zone instead of all the way down here. And then finally, I should have confirmed that the market is actually going in my direction if I wanted to, in my direction before I take this trade. So either I waited till the market come back up here to take it for a sale, or I should have took my profit here. And the one way I can do this by confirming that the market is going in my direction before taking the trade is, let me back this market up. So on a lower time frame, I see this market is dropping. I'm going to go to a lower time frame because I want to get a better entry. I need to see a pullback before I enter this market. So what I should have done, or what I could have done, was waited to this market, gotten all the way down here, taking profit, and then I should have waited until I saw a pullback to where it broke above this previous high. So as this market moves back up, go ahead and speed this up a little bit. The moment it breaks, it created a new starting point right here where this purple line is. So when the moment the market break and close below this purple line, I could have taken the retest for a sell all the way back to this zone, which I did, by the way. I did get in this market for a sell once it broke and closed below the purple line, and I took it to the zone for take profit. So without further ado, like I said, you always want to know what happened, what you could have improved, what you could have done better before hopping into your next trade. This is the only way you're going to get better at trading. If you have any questions, please feel free to throw them out at me below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all want to hear next. All right, you guys, take care.